now I started to record. Okay, now we get started. Okay, first, I wanted to let you know we have model. When you click on model, get into the course content area.
Could you please share your screen?
Okay, yeah, that's just sorry. I need to do share screen. Okay, now can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, first, and very good. First, log into your course content and select your course. And when you scroll down a little bit, right below the textbook, you will see add a link is called course evaluation. So we need to have this course evaluation complete by April 20. So you simply just click on the link. You will see that you have all the information you need. So you just click on and see which choice you want to choose and click on done. I'll make, if you wanted to make some comments, just right here and click down, you're finished. And instructor name, this is my name, and you know your course number. This is your course number. Actually, this is your course number. So you just scroll down and finish, read each question and finish. Keep that in mind, it's due by April 20. Okay, last week I have several questions from the students. So the main question I have is about how to use Excel to do some analysis. Chapter 10, so spreadsheet models. We call spreadsheet modeling. Spreadsheet modeling is how you use Excel to do business statistics. Today we are going to focus on a what-if analysis. So what-if analysis model is built in under the data tab is called what-if analysis. So I will show you how to do what-if analysis. What-if analysis, you can see we're going to use one-week data from Northern Plastic. So you have this plastic and company and all the data. This is one way. And also you have a more complex one is called data table, the two-way data table. So the one way is very simple. So I will show you how to do the two-way data table using what-if analysis. Okay, I already have the data for this Northern Plastics company. You can have the data get from these PowerPoint slides. Okay. First, let me explain how you do what-if analysis. So you can see on your Excel file, you have, yeah, the students just came in. Please type your name in the chat box. You have a different tab. You click on the data, okay, data tab. Okay, click on that. And you look at this called a what-if analysis. You have this function right here. So you can, when you click on what-if analysis, you can see you have a scenario manager and a goal seek and data table. Okay, the data table, that's what we talk about is two-way data table right here. So how you create a data table? Okay, so first, I want you to see what how you get the savings due to outsource. Okay, savings due to outsource. Okay, I don't know. Where's the chat? Okay. Okay, let's okay, let's see. This is managing fixed cost. So when you make a plastic products, so your fixed cost is your equipment cost, your investment in equipment, property, or plant, and you have variable cost. Variable cost $2 per unit. So as your products or the quantity of products increases, your variable cost will increase as well. And this outsourcing cost per unit. So this is your cost if you do not want to manufacture by yourself. So you hire some other company to make that product. That's the cost of outsourcing. So you wanted to compare the cost of you do that products by yourself or you do outsourcing. For example, this model assume you're gonna make 10,000 products. And if you manufacture that products by yourself, the total cost, okay, the total cost will be, okay, will be your fixed cost, okay, plus your variable cost per unit times the total number of products, which is the quantity. So that's your total cost to produce. If you do outsourcing, okay, outsourcing is going to be your outsourcing cost per unit times quantity. So if you do outsourcing, you don't have to buy equipment. So no fixed cost, no fixed cost. And this is your saving due to outsourcing. So when you outsourcing, and this is your cost when you make that products by yourself, and you minus your outsourcing cost, that's your saving. So the money you save. So how you, when you get this, okay, so you need to make a data table. So you wanted to what amount the cost per unit. For example, this is a $2.89, $3.13, and $3.15. So you wanted to know what will be your saving due to outsourcing at different prices and a different level of quantities. Okay, so let's say you have a different prices on the row, and then you have different quantity in that column. So make sure in that corner, so the cross point in that corner, you type the saving. Okay, what will be your saving? The saving is going to be your manufacturing fixed cost plus your variable cost per unit times the quantity, right? This is your total cost to produce. And then you minus your outsourcing cost per unit times your quantity. Okay, you put that formula in that corner and click on enter. Click on enter. This is how you calculate the savings due to outsourcing. Okay, now you generate a series of these different quantities. Okay, from 0 to 25,000 to 50,000 to 75,000. All those numbers, you just randomly, or you just pick it up, or create by yourself. And then you scroll down and then up to 300,000. Okay, so select all this area. Okay, and click on data. What if analysis? Select data table. The row input cell is your outsourcing price. This is your outsourcing price. And the column is going to be your quantity. Then you click on OK. So you see what happens. So they calculate all the numbers for you. Okay, next one, I wanted to show you how to do GoSeek. Is GoSeek and the scenario manager. The GoSeek, we're gonna use different data. We use melts. Oh, we can use in the same data, okay, for GoSeek. And so how you do GoSeek is you wanted to know the savings due to outsourcing is 0. So you wanted to know, okay, if there is no difference between outsourcing and producing by yourself. So you wanted to know what will be the amount or the quantity if you have no difference between these two different type of manufacturing. How you do that? Okay, so you can do data and using what if analysis, and you do GoSeek. So the GoSeek is giving you setting box, so you can see set this cell. Okay, set this cell equal to this one equal to 0. So you wanted to see the savings, no savings, these two methods are identical. By changing cell of quantity, and then you click on OK. Oh. See, this give you the result of the saving due to outsourcing. If the total quantity of the products is made is 156,000, there is no difference if you produce, doesn't matter you produce that cost products by yourself or you do outsourcing. Okay, next we're gonna use, okay, there are some PowerPoint slides showing you how to do what-if analysis. This is very useful. Now I have to show you the scenario analysis manager. We used Meltdown company. We have the model to show you the profit of operation. For example, the Middletown Amusement Park admission fee is $35. The number of seasonal pass holder admitted is 3,000. And admissions is 1,600. The average expenditure for season pass holders is $15. And the average expenditure for general admissions is $45. So you wanted to know the cost of operation. So the cost of operation is assume that is 33,000, and the cost of goods is 50%. The first, you wanted to calculate your total cost. The total cost is admission revenue. Admission revenue is your admission price. Your admission price is 35 times the admissions. Okay, it's going to be admission price times your admissions. And also you have a seasonal pass holder expenditure revenue. The seasonal, you see seasonal admission. Okay, seasonal admission admitted and the seasonal pass price. You have a seasonal times the average expenditure for seasonal pass holder. That's your admissions expenditure revenue. Your total revenue is going to be, okay, it's going to be admissions times your average expenditure. This gives you the total revenue. The total revenue is all this three. That's your total revenue. And your total cost of operation. This is the total cost of operation and plus 50% of the cost of goods. So the cost of goods is 50%, okay, 50% of your seasonal pass holder and expenditure is going to be your cost of goods. Okay, when you sum them up, and that is your total cost. Your total revenue minus your total cost is your profit. So your profit is your total revenue minus your total cost. Okay, now you can using what if analysis to make different scenarios. Okay, scenarios is what if the seasonal pass holder, the number of a seasonal pass holder be 3,000, and emissions is 1,600, and so the past price of $15 is the same, and emission are the same, but the average expenditure price will be 45. This is your cost of operation. If the weather is rainy, okay, you make the seasonal pass holder is going to drop down to 1,200. So you add this what if analysis, and then you can do scenario manager. So scenario manager, you can click on add. So you add different scenarios. And then you would type in all these different names by changing those numbers. And click on OK. So I already added. So the partly cloud, partly cloudy, and then you added rain, and also you add this sunny. Okay, when you add that, you will see it will be like this. Okay, so when you add that, so when you add, so they ask you the value. So you have those numbers, the value, and it will give you these values, and you need to type in. So when you type in, it will pop it out. So you have different scenarios. So as we showed at scenarios. So you will get a table like this. So you have different scenarios. Okay. Now, since we already have that scenario, so we can do what if analysis, the manager, and then you click on that, you're already there. So you add, you take a summary, okay? Okay, so you can see when you do the summary, it will give you the perfect, right? The perfect, a partly cloudy, rain, and sunny, what perfect you will have. It will give you this output. So that's very convenient when you do scenario summary analysis. Other useful Excel function is very good. We use a sum and a sum product. Sum product function is return the summary of the products of elements in a set of array. For example, we can see we have a different case, okay, like a probability. Probability, and we have a stock return. This economy is good and normal, and economy is bad because we have the virus. Economy will be very good maybe next year because the Fed has a stimulus package, give everybody $1,200. Okay, maybe that boosts the economy, but more likely it's not gonna work. So probability next year the economy is could be good, 20%, normal maybe 40%, 0.43, okay, maybe 30%, 50% of a chance next year economy is gonna be bad. So if you have a stock, your return, if next year economy is good, your return will be 10%. If economy is normal, your return will be 5%. Economy is bad, you lose 15%. Okay, so what will be your average return, your expected return? Next year? So you can use sum product, use a sum product function. Okay, sum product is going to give you the expected return. And then you choose these two areas. It'll give you sum product. So next year, your expected return will be 4%. So it's very convenient when you use sum product. Remember, so we talk about this in your investment class. And next is the function is very useful. Is called count if, and if. Okay, if or count if. And is also very convenient. We can use a count if. Sometimes we have a series of data. Right, we do this. Let's see, we use a count. We count if, so you select all this data, you count how many you greater than 500. Something you can do is just you type in criteria, so it will fix your criteria. So you see how many numbers are greater than 500. We count all this area, how many are greater than 500. That's a very convenient when you have a large data set. You wanted to see how many numbers is above a certain number or below a certain number. For example, I have a class about 50 students. I wanted to know how many students has a grade over than 90 points, 90%. They count how many, if you do count if. And the VLOOKUP, okay, VLOOKUP is very convenient. This one is very good. And when you pull out our data set and you wanted to know which number you are looking for, it will come out the value you are searching for. Right? Sometimes you cannot use your eyes to observe. This VLOOKUP will help you. Okay. And we also has other function, auditing spreadsheet models. It's very important to know how to do those like trees, precedence, show formulas, error checking, and trace dependence or remove errors or evaluate formulas. Watch videos, they give you a lot of function, help you to check your errors and audit your data. This is a very important. Okay. Okay, next week we're gonna study simulation to make sure so you do to read the PowerPoint slides and complete your homework. I wanted to tell you one thing is about your homework. Here. when you post your here, when you post your discussion, for example, this discussion, very good to attach a Excel file so as an attachment. Yeah, I wanted you to have attachment. So do not attach like a PDF file. So PDF file I cannot edit or write my comments. The Word file is good, is also okay when you work on Excel and you can add it to it. This is a good example of your reply. You have detailed numbers and you have a specific question. Like this one is not a good reply. For example, I just like your answers. I have your formulas, and it's not specific. I wanted you to make very specific questions, and your answer is really focused, and it's not just a general greetings and without a substantial context in your replies. Also important to post your initial thread by Thursday. If you post like Sunday, it's gonna be late, so you will not get full credit. So you will deduct 50% if you post late. So remember, at the very beginning, I already extend your deadline for initial post from Wednesday to Thursday. And the course content, typically is available. For example, we have a forum. The forum is available typically March 28th. It's about 2 days prior to that week. So I try to give you more time to work on your assignments during the weekend. So week 10, you see, is starting from March 30 to April 5th. And when you click on that forum, you will see you have started. So you can start the course March 28th. So they give you 2 weekends to work on. So you can always start working early instead of work on your assignment late. Okay, any questions?
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah, okay. No questions? Okay, have a nice day.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
I think next time we are going to meet around April 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, April 28th.
It's going to be slime, I know. It's going to be